Hello. This video's topic is something I've been wanting to make a video about for the last few days now because it's something I feel like it's very important for me and for a lot of other people too. And of course, the topic is AI art versus actual artists. So about 2 weeks ago, a new AI art program hit the scene called AI Sora. And it came out with some videos showcasing what it can do, and this apparently has freaked out a lot of artists on the internet because apparently it's just so good. Like, it does the gifs that you see, like, they're so good, professional looking, that a lot of artists feel like they are discouraged from making art because what is the point? And I feel like, as a creative, I feel like artists who make a living with their art should not be worried whatsoever. And I know someone's going to say, like, what do you mean we shouldn't be worried whatsoever? Well, this is why. When you take a look at all those GIFs and videos of that AI Sora program, you'll notice that there's no passion or emotion in them. It's completely void of that special human touch that artists put into their work, whether it be writing, music, or drawing. You don't see that in these videos and much of other AI art. Like, there is a reason why we could tell when something is AI art, because it lacks that fundamental human touch and emotion and passion that you see in works of art. And if you still don't believe me, let me give you the best example I can think of. And that would be the comic series known as The Crow, written and drawn by J. Obar. Also, how many people did I surprise by saying that The Crow was a comic before it was a movie? But the reason why I bring up the comic book as a good example why artists won't lose their jobs to AI art is because when you sit down and you read that book, you are getting all of his emotions during the time he was creating that. Now, for those who don't know, The Crow is simply about a spirit coming back to take vengeance on those who have killed the woman he's loved right in front of him before he is killed, thus allowing his spirit to finally rest in peace. But the reason why it's so iconic is because the way it's drawn and the way the story is told is filled with so much emotion and passion, but for a very good reason. You see, J.O.Bar created The Crow as a way to express his emotions after the death of his fiancée. And for those who are wondering, no, his wife was just killed by a drunk driver. The messed up stuff that happens in the comic book, that was just how he felt. In fact, there was so much of his feelings in this comic book, it took him 10 years to create it because he would simply break down, crying, mourning his fiancée. But you feel that in the book. You feel it in his art. That's why The Crow is so iconic, is because you can feel the kind of emotions that he was going through his art. You may not have known exactly what was going on unless you've seen interviews with him, but you could tell he was suffering, and this was a way to tell people about his suffering without outright saying it. And J.R. Bar is not the only artist who has used their art as a way to showcase, their emotional state. I mean, a good example would be Evangelion, who the creator Ano, I can't pronounce his first name, but he created Evangelion when he was feeling super depressed and life was getting extremely difficult for him. And Neon Genesis Evangelion is considered one of the greatest anime of all time for a reason, because it has that emotion, it has that passion in it. And Stuff like that, AI art will never be able to replicate, no matter how far it advances. Actual artists who have actual emotions and passion for their craft will always be able to win out over AI, no matter what. So, to all those artists that are currently freaking out about this, you shouldn't be. If anything, just you should be doubling down on your craft just to show that you are still worth having around, because your art with your emotion and passion is going to be way better than any AI crap out there. I know this video is a little bit different, but it's a topic that I wanted to talk about, throw my hat in the ring about. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.